अंबितमे नदीतमे देवितमे सरस्वती अप्रशस्ता इवस्मसि prasastim amparaskriti. This prayer of Rishi Krisamada in Rigveda calls the river Saraswati a mother, the best of mothers. Why does he say so? I think it is because the river Saraswati nurtured a civilization. And she was a mother who taught the children living on the banks of the river Saraswati certain principles of life. In one Richa of the Rigveda, she, as Vagdevi, says this: Aham Rashtri Sangamani Vasuna. I am the Rashtram, I am the mover of the wealth, many wealths of the people. So this presentation is about economic prosperity in ancient India. The space related to ancient India is on the banks of the rivers Saraswati and Sindhu. The time relates to the Bronze Age, particularly the Tin Bronze Age, which revolutionized the living situation in many parts of the Asian continent. I will be presenting a series of slides which are very pictorial and convey a number of messages which have to be unraveled. A great discovery was reported in April 2015 by students of the Institute of Archaeology of National Museum, Delhi, led by Dr. Sanjay Manjul. The site excavated by the students was called Binjore 4 MSR. It's a site very close to Anupgarh on the banks of the river Saraswati. You know, the Anupgarh is a very important location for the river Saraswati, where a very clear Veda is recorded. One channel forks towards Bawalpur province in Pakistan, another channel flows southwards towards Jaisalmer. At this site, the discovery related to a Yajna-kunda. The Yajna-kunda also had an octagonal pillar, Ashtashri Yupa. As you know, the Rigveda refers to a Ketu, a Yupa, which signifies the performance of a Yajna. In this case, a Soma Yajna. The details of the octagonal pillar called Ashtashri Yupa are mentioned in great detail in the Shatapatha Brahmana. Together with the discovery of the fire altar and the octagonal pillar, a seal containing an inscription of the civilization was also found. A terracotta image of a zebu, Brahmani bull, was also found. I suggest that these are all Saraswati script hieroglyphs signifying metalwork. Pola is a bull dedicated to the gods. It's a zebu, it's a Brahmani bull. And the Rebus rendering of the same word Pola signifies magnetite ferrite ore. Similarly, the fish with fins shown on the Binjore seal refers to Kambata, fin of fish, Kambata, a mint, coiner or coinage. Apart from being a continuum of the Vedic culture, as evidenced by the Binjore discoveries, I find the script itself is a continuum of the many languages spoken in ancient India, including the Austroasiatic languages signified by Asur, Munda, Santali, Gondi, and other languages, which are spread as Austroasiatic languages into the eastern region. There are two maps. One map shows the Bronze Age sites of eastern India and Southeast Asia. Another map shows the Austroasiatic languages spoken in Santal Parganas, Orissa, Madhya Pradesh, and many parts of Southeast Asia, including Burma, Khmer, Vietnam, Cambodia. In the Hawaii University, David Sharp and other scholars are suggesting that the Austroasiatic languages spoken in these regions of Far East emanated from the Munda languages of India. It is significant that the Bronze Age sites correlate with the Austroasiatic language sites. In Vatsyayana's Vidya Samuddesha, 64 arts and sciences are mentioned as taught to the youth. It contains a list of 3 arts taught to the youth. One is called Mlechita Vikalpa, which is a writing system. Akshara Mushtika Kathanam, which is by mudras conveying messages. And Desha Bhasha Jnanam, that is knowledge of the dialects. Let us focus on the Mlechita Vikalpa, which refers to an alternative way of representing words of a language. In Egyptian hieroglyphs, a remarkable feature was evidenced by using pictorial writing to convey words. For example, on a Normer palette, a cuttlefish is shown, and below that, a pin or awl. Cuttlefish means nar, pin means nar, mer. So the signifier is of 2 symbols, 2 hieroglyphs, which signify nar mer, the name of the king. Similarly, in the Sarasvati-Sindhu script or writing system, many hieroglyphs are pictorials which signify words. As we have seen, Pola is a zebu. Pola also means a magnetite ferrite ore. A fish is aya. It also means ayas, alloy metal. Arrow is khanda. Khanda means metal implements. Ayas khanda, metalwork implements made of metal alloys. Since the publication of Airavatam Mahadevan's interscript concordance, the total list of inscriptions has grown from 2000 to nearly 8,000 now. There are about 6,000 in the region of Sarasvati-Sindhu river valleys, about 2,000 along the banks of along the edge of the Persian Gulf, another 1,000 in the Far East, ancient Near East. My reading of the script is that all are hieroglyphs signifying metalwork. They are metalwork catalogs. So, significant revolution was achieved when the arsenical bronze, which are in short supply, were substituted by tin bronzes. By alloying tin with copper, it was possible to create bronze, which was a hard metal, which could create vessels, implements, and even weapons. There is a Mohenjo-daro pectoral which shows this very clearly with an overflowing pot. And in front of the young bull is a lathe. Sangada is a lathe. The rebus meaning is Sangar, trade. Konda is a young bull. It means rebus, Kondar, turner, metal turner. The overflowing pot is low khanda, overflowing water pot, low khanda, metalwork implements. Some examples of such brilliant metalwork are seen from Chanhudaro, reported in the London News of 1936. I suggest a hypothesis that a maritime tin route linked Hanoi in Vietnam with Haifa in Israel. And this maritime tin route preceded the Silk Road by at least 2 millennia and was a witness to prosperous ancient Bharata. I propose this hypothesis based on 3 tin ingots that were found in a shipwreck in Haifa, Israel. These 3 tin ingots are inscribed with Indoscript hieroglyphs. On one ingot, the face of a young woman is shown, which is Muha. Mukha, face, Muha, ingot. The liquid measure in square is Ranku, which is rebus, Ranku, tin. So the message conveyed is that it is a tin ingot, and each ingot weighed about 25 kilograms, which was 99% purity of tin. Where did this tin come from? I suggest that the source for the tin is the largest tin belt of the globe, which is in Irrawaddy, Salween, and Mekong river deltas. Irrawaddy, Salween, Mekong are 3 great Himalayan rivers which have ground down granite stones of the river basins and created placer deposits of cassiterite, tin ore. There are evidences now of tin ore having been mined for millennia in these river basins of Irrawaddy, Salween, and Mekong. A remarkable evidence for the use of tin to create bronze also comes from these same regions. The evidences are related to what are called Dongson or Korean bronze drums. The surprising part of these drums is the tympanums of these drums contain Sarasvati-Sindhu script hieroglyphs. Some of the hieroglyphs can be seen to relate to elephant, peacock, crane, and comb, hair comb, all of which are Saraswati script hieroglyphs which relate to metalwork catalogs. I suggest that this hypothesis of a maritime tin route between Haifa and Hanoi can also explain a remarkable report by an economic historian, Angus Maddison, who says that in one common era, first century common era, ancient India accounted for over 32% of the global GDP, gross domestic product. So the problem for the historians to reckon with is how did this come about? That in 1 CE, ancient Bharat accounted for 32% of the global GDP. A number of reasons can be suggested. There are evidences for the domestication of cotton, rice, millet from the 7th millennium BCE. There are also evidences in the script inscriptions of guilds formed of artisans contributing to the creation of the wealth of a commonwealth. Let me explain some typical frequently used hieroglyphs. One is the rim of a jar, which is kanka, karnika, rim of a jar. Karnika refers to a seafaring captain, helmsman, or a supercargo, or a representative of a merchant responsible for the cargo. It's significant that is the most frequently used hieroglyphs in the script corpora. Another seal shows a tiger in front of a trough. Trough is a patra, a guild, a goldsmith guild. The car is a onager or wild ass. Car is a blacksmith. The leg or thigh is a tanka. Tanka refers to a mint. The tiger is kola. Coal working in iron. So the hieroglyphs seem to be a collection of words, Sangata, Sangha like the Sangata Sutra, collection of words to communicate parts of technical information related to the metalwork carried out by the artisans. So in addition to the concepts of space and time, in recording historical narrative of ancient Bharatan, I suggest we should also be able to give a glimpse of the Atma of Bharatam Janam. In fact, the Rishika, Vagamrudi's Vagdevi Suktam is addressed to the Atma, which in the Indian tradition refers to a life principle governing the life activities of the people of Bharatam. Before I convey my thanks to Professor Srinivas Tilak, who gave a structure for the presentation, I would like to present a few images given to us by Professor B.P. Lal. These are some toys from Harappa in yoga postures, and two toys discovered in Nausharo by Jean-Paul Jarige. The remarkable feature of these two toys is that the hair is painted black, the necklace and jewelry are painted golden, and at the parting of the hair, the mang, is sindoor, signifying that they are signifiers of married woman. So the cultural atma, the cultural framework that governs the life activities of these people is an important component of the Itihasa of Bharatam Janam. This Bharatam Janam is an expression used by Rigveda by Vishwamitra. Vishwamitrasya Rakshati Brahmedam Bharatam Janam. This mantra of Vishwamitra will protect the people of Bharata. This is what Rigveda says. So we have a lot of work to do unraveling the maritime tin route from Hanoi to Haifa. Namaste. Thank you.